for one to appreciate the multiple realities that exist in our society. I underline the multiple realities. In other words, each one of us is unique. Each one of us has emotions. Each one of us thinks differently. Yes, we have norms and values and principles that bring us together despite our diversity in terms of thinking, in terms of feelings, in terms of sexual orientation, and in terms of physical and otherwise issues. So basically, the power of being informed is indispensable in this world. You need to be informed so that the decisions, the actions, the behaviors that you undertake are basically underpinned by knowledge and information.
So he mentioned that we all, as human beings, are unique and we have emotions, and at the same time we are coming from different backgrounds where there are norms, values, and principles. So I have to point out that I'm one of the minority members of the community. I identify as gay and I'm open about it, but it came with its own challenges. I would mention that I had it different from his son because I was coming from a remote area, coming from a single-headed parent family, and I was raised under a Christian environment. So it was quite challenging for me to come to terms with my sexuality, which by then I think I realized that at a very, very late stage. So it was at my university level. I studied at University of Botswana, graduated 2011. I think things started becoming open to me when I was at university, and this is an urban area. I was meeting people from different backgrounds. So that's when I started learning and understanding who I really am. And it was quite challenging because, you know, we all know how Christians are, their beliefs, and I'm not saying they are wrong, it's just their beliefs. So I had to transition from that belief to somebody that I am, and my parents were not ready for that. So I think sometimes learning on its own is an advantage, and you can help that to achieve quite a lot in terms of enlightening your parents who otherwise were not as literate as I would have wanted them to be. So I also have to mention that I'm a performing artist. I do Afro Jazz, some of you are aware. I'm a member of Success Capital Organization, and I volunteered with Le Habibo based in Francistown, where I was dealing with sexuality issues, precisely MSM, the men who are having sex with men. And it was quite a challenge, especially in a place like Francistown. And because we're covering areas like Boborolong, Matsiloje, Matangwane, and you are meeting people by for they are hearing that for the first time, and they'll be shocked for it. You're saying a man can have sex with another man. How so? But that is the reality that is happening there. So with Le Habibo, my challenges were that people were not ready to come out and say, yes, I am MSM, yes, I'm transgender, yes, I'm gay, yes, I'm lesbian. And it becomes very difficult for you to help them with the health services that are available for them. We've had instances where we did not have a precaution, what do you call them, Nayang? Those things that we use for sex, especially for the marginalized communities, like lubricants, your dental dams. And we've had people coming out and telling us what we're actually using cooking oil to lubricate, mayonnaise to lubricate Yes, yet these things are available, but they don't know how to access them. So my volunteerism helped quite a lot because we were able to go into those most remote areas and hand over the lubricants which we were assisted with by Lekabibo. Then now I'm currently at ITEC, where we are doing HIV testing and counseling, and we refer you for treatment if you are eligible. And I was hired precisely to deal with the key pop, which is key population, your lesbians, your gays, your transgenders. And with this one in Gaborone is quite challenging as well. There are always challenges. We have a challenge with members of the staff to begin with, who cannot relate with the key population. You see somebody like a matron, a patient comes and the matron is calling for you and saying, I just don't know how to deal with this kind of a patient. So we try and make the environment key population friendly. And I think hiring the members of the community itself has helped ITEC to actually deal with the key population. Another challenge is that they are not, the lubricants, the dental dams, cannot be placed in an open area where somebody can just come and pick. So they kind of like hide those, and if you are in need of that, you really have to go through a series of people to say, this is what I actually want.
I'm an openly gay person, and I can say with my experience in the human rights work, we've seen challenges. We've seen discrimination in the workplace, discrimination in school, discrimination at church, discrimination even at family, generally in society. And unfortunately, we're living at a state where there are hostile laws, and there isn't so much really protection. When you go to the police, you are beaten by homophobic people, and you try to go report at the police station, you face another discrimination. You have STI on your anal area, you go seek a nurse, you try to get assistance from the nurse at the public health care facility. They'll just discriminate on the spot. They'll say, how do you get an anal STI, or where is your partner? If you say my partner is a guy and it's all short and stuff, which really intimidates, and it's so human, However, activism has proven to be effective, even litigation. I was very the reason why I'm saying activism is very helpful is that initiatives such as the Success Capital. Success Capital, it's one organization that does a lot of things for the youth, for the young key populations. And I think it provides a safe space, where you are able to, share with other LGBTI persons your daily life experiences, your challenges and stuff. So you have some level of comfort, and a sense of belonging. And I think also, because I also do work with other regional organizations, because we feel that when different voices come together as one, and as young people, young leaders come together as one, it becomes more effective because there's one more stronger voice. But in the aspect of the workplace, there is the Employment Act. The Employment Act stipulates that no one cannot be discriminated in the workplace. It's not really practical. I'm saying this is not practical because I see it every day, because I'm in the SRE sector and the MSM work, and whenever you want to engage with, public health care workers and you try to refer people, there's that discrimination, that psychological discrimination that keeps on going and going and going. But we have documents there to protect other people in the society, but it seems not to be practical. But I think there is hope. I believe there is hope. There are certain attitude changes that I've observed, which I think we are getting there, but there's still room for improvement. But I guess as young, I see a lot of young people here, and I think it's very important for young people to know their stand, to be actively engaged in activism, and say violence is wrong, discrimination is wrong, and actually acting on it, not just saying, but actively being involved. So that's that.